Good morning, everyone. Today we will continue with the third unit, flow irrigation and lift irrigation. Flow irrigation canal losses. Canal losses. When water flows continuously through a canal, losses take place due to seepage, deep percolation, and evaporation. These losses are sometimes known as transmission losses. They should be properly accounted for, otherwise lesser quantity of water will be available for cultivation at the tail end. Evaporation losses. The loss due to evaporation is generally a small percentage of the total loss in unlined canal. It hardly exceeds to 1 to 2% of the total water entering into the canal. The evaporation losses depend upon: Number 1, climatic factors such as temperature, humidity, and wind velocity. And number 2, canal factors such as water surface area, water depth, and velocity of flow. Transpiration losses. The transpiration loss takes place through a lot of vegetation and weeds growth along the bank of canal. However, this forms an extremely small part of loss. Seepage losses. Seepage losses constitute major portion of loss in an unlined canal. The seepage losses are due to: Number 1, absorption of water in the upper layer of soil below the canal bed, and due to Number 2, percolation of water into the water table, thus raising the water table. Rate of water loss. Canal losses may be expressed in any one of the following methods. Number 1, as cumex per million square meter of the wetted perimeter, as depth of water lost per day over the wetted perimeter, as the percentage of the canal discharge, as the percentage per kilometer length of the canal. Out of these 4 methods, the first method is the simplest. Canal lining. Canal linings are provided in canals to resist the flow of water through its bed and sides. This can be constructed using different materials such as compacted earth, cement, concrete, plastics, boulders, bricks, etc. Functions of canal lining. Considerable loss of water takes place due to seepage in earthen canals. This loss is unavoidable unless the canal is lined. An irrigation canal is said to be lined when the bed and the sides of the canal cross-section are protected with impervious or fairly impervious material of sufficient strength. Lined canals check waterlogging in the areas adjoining the canals. The canal in headridge does not need lining. The advantages of canal lining, I have placed some of it here. Seepage reduction. The main purpose behind the lining of canal is to reduce the seepage losses. In some soils, the seepage loss of water in unlined canals is about 25 to 50% of total water supply. Prevention of waterlogging. Waterlogging is caused due to phenomenal rise in water table due to uncontrolled seepage in an unlined canal. This seepage affects the surrounding groundwater table and makes the land unsuitable for irrigation. Increase in commanded area. Commanded area is the area which is suitable for irrigation purpose. The water carrying capacity of lined canal is much higher than the unlined canal, and hence more area can be irrigated using lined canals. Increase in channel capacity. Canal lining can also increase the channel capacity. The lined canal surface is generally smooth and allows water to flow with high velocity compared to unlined channel. Less maintenance. Maintenance of lined canal is easier than unlined canals. Generally, there is a problem of silting in unlined canal, which removal requires huge expenditure. But in case of lined canals, because of high velocity of flow, the silt is easily carried away by the water. Safety against floods. A lined canal always withstands against floods, while unlined canal may not resist, and also there is a chance of occurring of breach which damages the whole canal as well as surrounding areas or fields. The types of canal lining materials. Number 1, reinforced concrete lining, plain cement concrete lining. Number 3, prefabricated cement concrete lining. Number 4, concrete lining. Number 5, brick or tile lining. Number 6, asphalt concrete lining. Number 7, stone lining. Number 8, soil cement lining. Number 9, compacted stabilized earth lining. Number 10, membrane lining. Number 11, exposed membrane. Number 12, buried membrane. Maintenance of irrigation canals. A good maintenance program can prolong the life of canals. A routine thorough program should be kept too. Maintenance of an irrigation canal system is usually carried out in between two irrigation seasons or at times of low water demand. Bushes or trees on canal embankments should be removed. Plants, silt and debris in the canal should be removed. While cleaning the canal bed, care must be taken that the original shape of the cross section is kept. Breaches and rat holes in the embankment should be filled with compacted soil inside as well as outside of the embankment. Weak sections and sections of canal embankments where people or animals cross the canal should be strengthened with compacted soil or with bricks. Eroded sections of a canal should be rebuilt to the original shape. For maintenance operation, it is important to organize farmers and to involve them in the activities. Lift irrigation. As it is shown below, it is a method of irrigation in which water, instead of being transported by natural flow, requires external energy through animal, fuel-based or electric power using pumps or other mechanical means. The types of lift irrigation are lift canal irrigation. Lift canal irrigation are the main waterways that bring irrigation water from a water source to the areas to be irrigated. They can be lined with concrete brick, stone, or a flexible membrane to prevent seepage and erosion. Well irrigation. It is a principal method of irrigation used in India. Underground water is tapped for drinking purposes, and at the same time it is also tapped for irrigating the cultivated land. Tube well irrigation. It comes under lift irrigation. Tube well is a small diameter hole drilled in the subsoil formation. The cross-sectional area of this type of well is small, and unless some mechanical power is used for lifting water, rate of water withdrawal will be low. Sources of lift irrigation. The sources of lift irrigation are usually canals and rivers. The advantages of lift irrigation, some of them are: number 1, irrigation is made possible at the higher levels. Number 2, the problem of land acquisition is less. Number 3, water losses are low. Number 4, less manpower is used. The disadvantages of lift irrigations are: dependability is more because of the usage of pumps as lifting devices, which is dependent of electricity. This method is uneconomical due to the usage of pumps, which requires high cost of maintenance. The requirement of manure is more since the underground source has more fertility value. Number 4, the flow of groundwater across the layers of soils makes the crop harmful. Number 5, the discharge is usually much small. That was all for today. Thank you.